What's up, guys? I wanted to make this little video explaining today's trades I took two. Ended up during open netting 150% on puts, and this actually went all the way up to 200%. But once I saw it was started to reverse, I just took profit at 150%. This one later in calls, which was the better move, almost netted me 5K, and I ended up taking profit kind of like around this area. So really good trade as well. So as I had explained in the morning, I was looking at basically the 5625, which is 50% of the previous year, as kind of like a key area. And then I said there's a cluster of confluences up here, like between like 5700 and 5720, where you have 50% of the previous week. You have the 0.75 of a 4-hour fib over here. The SMA 50, AWR, fill of a fair value gap, and then potentially even this broadening formation, which is the one that we've been losing lately. So that was my plan. I said if we start to look strong, then I'll look for calls. But then as the morning started, I noticed that we kind of had an SMT here. ES was putting lower highs, whereas NQ, let's see, NQ was putting higher higher highs. So we had SMT there. So that kind of made me bearish at open. So what I did is I waited uh, open, and I would say that right before 10 o'clock EST, kind of like this, like around 9:50, I entered a put because I realized that we were kind of rejecting this 5650 level, and we were rejecting this open. So I figured we're gonna come down and potentially reject this the 50% previous year, which is that 5625 level I told you. So I got in the put, and I said ideally I would want it to go to like lower ADR, or even this 5591, which is the weekly open. But once I saw it, but I said the first big hurdle is this daily 50%. And where's my play button? Over here. Once I saw this, saw it kind of like start waking off of it, I just got out at that 150%. And then I said, if we come back and take out this 5625 and keep going up, then we might potentially go up to this 5650. And that's exactly what we did. And I ended up getting getting in like right around here. So some people even got, like, whoever got in here, they got a super nice entry, like super clean entry. Ended up getting the 5625 SPX calls. And so once I saw it going up, my goal is like, all right, if we get above this 5650, then we're starting to kind of move our way up to where my thesis was. 5720 5720, like that's a high, like a lower probability to get up there. So I said, let's see what we do once we get here in upper ADR. And so basically that's kind of like we kind of straight shot up. Here I said, all right, we already took previous day high. If we stay above it, then I'll stay in the call, and I'll take it up to this upper ADR. And then around lunchtime, we hit it. And at this 5-minute bar right here, when I saw it reverse, and I saw that it was cleanly reversing off that upper ADR, I said, all right, let me take my profits. and thankfully I did because then we started coming down. And some people played puts, and that would have been awesome. Like today gave a lot of opportunities to play calls and puts. I was done for the day. I could have netted another 10K day, but I was like, let me not overtrade, especially with tariffs tomorrow. But overall, and then here, I remember I was looking at it, and we, again, when I saw that we formed this, we failed to look here, this 50% of this fair value gap, which kind of aligned with that previous year 50%. This could have been a great call entry. I was actually looking at the 5610 SPX, but like I said, I was done with trading and I didn't want to kind of break my rule. Wanted to stay disciplined. So the 5610 was at like 1.2 or something like that. And by the end of the day, I mean, we shot up and it ended up going to like 22. So it could have netted you almost like 2000%. But it was cool to observe. I still like to stay myself disciplined. And if I tell myself I'm done trading for the day, then I'm done. Because we could have easily chopped a lot too. So I'm glad I just like looked and kind of glad I had a plan because I was able to execute the first half of the day and be done and just kind of watch along. And so for tomorrow, I mean, tomorrow is the big tariff day, so anything can happen. But if we get above this previous week 50%, then I think we have a chance of coming higher, maybe retesting this broad information here, and if we go above that, then who knows? And we can also have a volatile day like today where we had these moves, even though these were really clean, in which I hope tomorrow we do if we have that. But if again we lose this 56.25, then I'll be wary that we can start retesting all these levels down, like previous week low, previous quarter low, like we could start testing those levels. So just be careful tomorrow, and see what happens. We could chop as well because Trump doesn't speak till market close, till 4 p.m. EST, and then maybe the move will take place Thursday, and then also Friday we have data. I think it's NFP, so just have to be careful. But overall, it's been a great week. So thanks, guys.